Hello and welcome to another update on the Wilsonville real estate market. My name is Steve Thoele. I'm a principal broker with Premier Property Group. And this update is going to cover the last 8 weeks of market activity ending this past Sunday, October 22nd. So as I always do, I'm going to share the screen with you now and go through the data with you here. So if we'll look at active listings here first. This last week, I show we had 4 properties come on the market. Last 2 weeks have been pretty slow in terms of new listings. You can see we had 4 last week. The week for that, we had only 3, which are kind of lows for the past 8 weeks, as you can kind of see here in terms of the weekly new properties coming on the market. And you can see, listings were kind of building a little bit over the first 6 weeks here, got up to a high of 73. 3 weeks ago, and then it's kind of fallen from there down to a low of this last week at 61 properties right now on the market in Wilsonville. The median price and days on market, you can see the price definitely been on the increase. Had a low of just about a little over 650,000 here for a couple weeks, and it's gotten clear up to right around 750. So just about $100,000 gain here over the past month and a half is kind of where things sit right now in Wilsonville. The days on market, you can kind of see that's trended down. We had a high of 52 7 weeks back, and that dropped down to a low of 30 3 weeks ago. It has gone back up over the past couple of weeks. We're right now sitting at 38 days of average market time for the most recent 61 homes on the market in Wilsonville. Okay, moving along to pendings. The pending sales. So last week we had 8, and you can kind of see that's been pretty steady, particularly over this last month. It's been like 8, a week. So steady as she goes there. The total number of pendings, you can kind of see that is kind of, not moved a lot here. We had a high of 61, a low of 48. We're right now sitting at 58 pendings right now in Wilsonville. The median price days on market for those pendings, that's definitely swung down in terms of the price. We had a high of 715 7 weeks back, and that's kind of gone down all the way to 635 as of the last reading here. And then days on market, that's been on the increase. We had a low of 15 days of market time to begin with, and ended the period here with 24 days of market time. So definitely indications of kind of a slowing market. Days on market are up, and prices kind of, things that are getting into contract is lesser in price. And then to finish up here, we'll look at the sold listings. So as the time I put all this together, showed last week we had 3 properties that had crossed over from pending to sold. So that's kind of a low for the past 8 weeks. Last 2 weeks has been pretty slow. We only had 4 the week prior to that. And we had a high of 12 here a month ago. So when I look over the prior 4 weeks of activity on a week-by-week basis, that's the red bars. You can see we had a high on a couple occasions of 33 closings over prior 4 week period. And that has been declining. This most recent reading is 26, which is a slight low here for the past 8 weeks in terms of closings looking back 4 weeks. And the median price days on market for those solds, you can kind of see we got down to a low of 588, and then the next week shot clear up to 682, and then last 3 weeks has been sitting right around 650, a little above. 653,000 is most recent reading for these 26 homes that have closed most recently. And then days on market, you can kind of see that had a low of 12, and it got up to a high of 39 days a little over a month ago, and it's kind of come back down from there to 14 days of average market time for, again, these most recent 26 sales in Wilsonville. And then to finish this up, we'll look at the weeks of inventory, and the sale price is a percent of the original list price. So the red bars is that weeks of inventory, kind of a good measurement of relative supply and demand in any market, any real estate market. And it hasn't moved a whole lot. It's been kind of in the 9s for the most part. We had 1 week where it got a little lower, but you can kind of see it's been holding pretty steady in Wilsonville. So 9.5 weeks or so of inventory is kind of where we currently sit. And then the sale price is a percent of the original list price. That is it kind of come down from where we were early in the period. We kind of see here we were close to about 99%, or just about a 1% discount off original asking price. where things were at. It's dropped in kind of the 96-97% range here over the past month or so. This most recent reading was a little over 97%. So pricing's definitely kind of softened up here a little bit. But inventory relative to a lot of other little markets around the metro area, a little over 2 months of inventory is not a lot still in the Wilsonville market right now. So it's holding pretty steady. The big narrative out there right now is I'm sure you've seen a lot of the headlines of just mortgage rates continue to climb. This last week we officially kind of breached the 8% barrier or mark, I should say, for a 30-year fixed rate loan. So that's definitely having an impact in general in the market. And you marry that up with just kind of continued high home prices. It definitely makes affordability a challenge for buyers out there right now. So that's a challenging time. If you're a seller, according to the numbers here, it's still it's a good time to be a seller in Wilsonville. Just be very aware of what your pricing is, and don't get too greedy in this market right now, because if you overprice something, it will sit. So anyway, that's kind of where we're at right now. As we kind of head into the winter months, I would expect this inventory to probably rise, and pricing to continue to soften a bit, but you never know. So that's why I keep track of things. So anyway, hope that was helpful. As always, if I can answer questions or be of help, please don't hesitate to reach out. My contact information is down below the video here. So give me a call or send me an email. We'd be happy to help. And as always, really appreciate any feedback you have for these videos for me, any likes, comments, shares. And if you haven't subscribed to this YouTube channel yet, be sure to hit that subscribe button before you leave. It's just a great way for you to stay up to date on what's happening in your local market. So hope you have a great day and week ahead, and we will see you on the next update.